Good afternoon. It's April Davis, PI. It is April 3rd, 2025, and here are today's top threads. Better stock up, folks. Hard times are coming thanks to Trump. Our local Fred Meyer had the 12-pack of toilet paper on sale today for $3.99, so we bought 4. You know why? The trees that become toilet paper come from Canada. You thought it was hard to find TP during COVID? You better stock up. Breaking news. The U.S. Senate has just passed a resolution to block President Trump's tariffs on Canada 51-48. 4 Republicans joined Democrats in voting yes. Susan Collins, Mitch McConnell, Lisa Murkowski, and Rand Paul. Good job. I need someone to describe to me why Trump supporters are okay with Donald Trump unilaterally increasing prices on everything, but complained about the cost of living under Joe Biden. On the bright side, Tesla has already lost $6 billion in value today, and it's only noon. I will never understand how millions of so-called Christians blindly follow the most unchristian-like person in the world. Florida, you are in Hurricane Alley, yet you voted for people who voted to shut down FEMA. Who are you going to call when your state is underwater? Woohoo! South America has just canceled all of Elon Musk's Starlink contracts. That's a $29 billion loss to Elon Musk. $29 billion. My Social Security was direct deposited on schedule. I live another month. Auto workers in Michigan voted for Trump. Today, over 5,000 of them were laid off because of Trump's tariffs, with many more layoffs to come. Live footage of penguins leaving Herd Island and McDonald. Those poor penguins didn't even ask for this. We stand with you, penguins. On my drive home from work tonight, I saw tons of people on an overpass bridge that overlooks the Canadian border, waving Canadian flags and holding resist signs. They were out there in the pouring down rain. It was an Elbows Up for Canada rally. It's to stand in solidarity with our Canadian neighbors. What a beautiful night. I cried all the way home. Imagine in 50 years kids having to answer this on a history test and it not being a trick question. Which of the following did Trump not tariff? A. Switzerland. B. Canada. C. Penguins. D. Russia. Going to Costco and shopping like it's March 2020. What should I pick up? TP, perhaps? Visa and green card holders are being warned to hold off on international travel as they risk being detained or deported. Yes, this is an issue that directly affects my family. This is going to be a crap show. We are all going to suffer because of these tariffs and mass deportations. But the only thing that gives me hope is that it will be the end of not only MAGA, but the entire Republican Party as a whole. This will be the 4th time in past history that the Republican Party will have caused mass poverty, homelessness, unemployment, and starvation. It's very clear that Republicans cannot be trusted with the economy. This party has to be completely eliminated. I don't hear MAGA bragging about their 401k today. Why? What happened? Remember 8 hours ago when we were all mad that the Switch 2 was $500? Joke's on us. It's going to be like $800 now. Rest in peace, consumer tech. How about this for 2028? President Kamala Harris, Vice President Cory Booker. J.D. Vance is telling Americans living paycheck to paycheck that the pain from President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs will all be worth it eventually. Trump's tariffs are a tax that will cost the average family nearly $4,000 per year. Congress has the power to immediately reverse the Trump tax on families, and we should do so ASAP. Yeah, I think that's already happened today. Walmart imports $150 million worth of goods from China every single day. Those items will now go up by 54%. Are we tired of winning yet? Breaking news. 100% of penguins have no idea what a tariff is, just like 1/3 of U.S. citizens. Japan charges a 700% tariff on American rice. That hurts Arkansas since we grow 48% of the world's rice supply, in case you didn't know that. Florida folks, are you feeling the impact of tourists choosing safer destinations for their vacations? Lots of rentals sitting empty, or just another day. People are about to find out how much of their stuff comes from China. Taco Bell is the only place you can still get gas for $1.39. We could shut down the country until he's removed. We could stop paying federal taxes until he's removed. We could fill the streets 24/7 until he's removed. We have the power. Time to use it. The Spanish flu pandemic took place 1918 to 1920, and the Great Depression kicked in 1929. So we are right on schedule. Sold my Tesla yesterday. Raise your hand if you agree that Trump is the worst president in the history of the United States. We now can see with clarity how Trump bankrupted so many businesses, how he couldn't even make money in casinos, which is a literal cash machine, how he squandered the $400 million fortune that Daddy left him, how his university was shut down for fraud, how his foundation was shut for fraud, how he ended up a convicted felon. It's all fun and games until someone crashes the world economy, crashes our markets, sends us into recession, and makes our retirement savings disappear. Well done, MAGA. Donald Trump slapped tariffs on penguins and not on Putin. Trump sucks. You could have had Kamala. Elon Musk is cash poor. As per Forbes, 99% of his fortune is tied to Tesla and SpaceX. Boycott both and take him down. Breaking. There are now currently a dozen former stockbrokers building shack homes in a makeshift Trumpville in the middle of New York City's Central Park after today's stock market collapse. I wouldn't doubt it. Japan is talking about closing all American bases in that country and form a stronger alliance with Australia, New Zealand, Europe, Korea, and even India and other countries. If this happens, then China will surely take over Taiwan since USA cannot fight China alone. USA is playing with fire right now. I wonder how many people realize the tariff on auto parts causes car insurance premiums to go up. Donald Trump didn't destroy the U.S. economy on his own. This disaster wouldn't have been possible without his underinformed, undereducated MAGA supporters. I hope Ireland increases our Viagra tariffs to 1,000,000%. Let me put it to you this way. If you go into Costco and the TV you thought you were going to buy for $500 will now cost $670, good job, Donnie. A few months ago, the coffee beans I buy at Sprouts Farmers Market had a sale price of $9.99 per pound. 2 weeks ago, that sale price was $10.99 a pound. Yesterday, the sale price was $13.99 a pound. That's $2 off the new normal, $15.99 a pound. I don't see how Trump's tariffs are a tax on anyone but me. Trump was dangerously close to death from COVID-19. Dr. Peter Stein and his team at the HHS saved Trump's life. They have all now been fired. You are less safe today than we were yesterday because of the firings at the HHS. This is the America we voted for. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said of the tariffs, "We have 130 million customers of USA products. You wanted a wall? You got a wall." What a badass. New cars will cost American consumers up to $15,000 more. Thank your MAGA neighbors and friends who voted for it. Nike just lost nearly $10 billion in market cap in less than an hour as Trump imposed a 46% tariff on Vietnam, where Nike has more than 450,000 workers and 130 factories. By making America great again, over $2 trillion has been erased from the stock market so far today. Why put a tariff on bananas and coffee coming into the U.S. when we can't grow either one? Now, this one affects me personally. Well, Social Security disability check deposited in my account today. I can relax for a bit before I start worrying if they will put a freeze on my payments. Yeah, I was one of the many disabled Americans that was up at 3 a.m. to check to see if my payment was pending. I just looked at the window sticker of a 2025 Honda Civic. Transmission built in Mexico, engine built in the USA, final assembly in Canada. Good luck paying all those tariffs on a basic economy car. Kamala Harris was right about everything. What did Madagascar do to deserve a 47% tariff? This is the producer of vanilla. Friendly reminder to sell your Tesla and boycott Target. I don't want another Great Depression. I look like crap in cotton house dresses, and if they ration sugar and I can't buy avocados, I won't be in a good mood. My 401k bank just emailed me to tell me to stay calm and not worry that my retirement is going crazy. They've never emailed before like this. This did not calm me. This email just made me more angry. Dear Congress, he is insane. Stop him. Trump's agenda: trash the market so the rich can buy cheap stocks, then end the tariffs when their pockets are full. Leave it to a man who filed for bankruptcy half a dozen times to destroy our economy in mere weeks. Breaking. Australians just started an official government petition asking the government to permanently ban Trump, his family, and his administration from Australia. Trump's tariffs are the dumbest decisions he has ever made as a president, and that's saying something. Total U.S. stock market losses so far today are about $8 trillion. Nice job, MAGAs. They're saying this is going to inspire foreign countries to buy American cars. We don't make cars. We make giant trucks that don't fit on international roads, are not needed by the average person, and do not meet foreign emissions standards. An economist just called this tariff fiasco as the worst self-inflicted economic wound this country has ever had. It's all on Donald Trump. If only Kamala Harris had warned us about all of Trump's destructive policies. Oh, wait. She did. The last time he said everything would be fine, millions of people died during a pandemic. Chrysler just laid off 900 factory workers due to the tariffs. Chrysler stated the workers will remain idled as long as the tariffs are in effect. Tesla sales on a sharp decline. Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. I hope In-N-Out stays open when the apocalypse starts. I second that. You know what to do, everybody. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
It's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed.